on the last league Saturday of the season when the awful tragedy at Bradford City overshadowed all else. May we extend our deepest sympathy to all those who suffered. Our programme this evening follows some of the issues still to be decided. Later you'll find out whether Southampton have moved closer to a European place, pushing Coventry City nearer to relegation. And at the end of the programme, whichever team you may support, I'm sure you'll enjoy a brief résumé of the season's magic moments. We start the action at Main Road, where on a surface which groundsmen or players would relish, especially in May, Manchester City play Charlton Athletic. If City win, no one can catch them and they will return to the Canon League Division 1. Your commentator is Barry Davis.
The aspirations of a season come down to the perspiration of the last 90 minutes. For Manchester City, another chapter in their quite extraordinary history of brushes with fate. And their team selection, already hampered by injuries, becomes an even greater problem because of suspensions to Nicky Reed and Mick McCarthy. So Andy May moves across to partner Kenny Clements in the middle of the defence. Jim Tolmie is there in midfield, in spite of spending most of the week in hospital, and Jim Melrose will carry his hamstring injury up front. No problems for Charlton Athletic. They come here having banished fears of relegation. They're in 17th place. Their team is unchanged from the side which drew with Oxford, and already they're looking forward to next season. But you would think this will be a match for men, but there are one or two boys involved, not least of them 18-year-old Paul Simpson, who's managed 5 goals in his 8 games. And in particular, perhaps the man that City have to beat, 17-year-old Lee Harmsworth, playing only his 3rd league game, having been called back from an outward-bound course in Wales, and usually the youth team goalkeeper. And just to add spice to the whole affair, separate these two identical twins, the Kimball brothers, Alan on the left, I think. And here's the calmest man around, even managing time for a yawn, Billy McNeil, the manager of Manchester City. The referee is Francon Roberts of Prestatin in Clwyd. And the biggest crowd of the season at Main Road for Manchester City's biggest game. In the blue, attacking the goal to our left. People are remembering 2 years ago when Luton pipped them and City went down. And the programme goes back to 1927 when City and Portsmouth were in this identical position. And Portsmouth went up instead of City by 1/200th of a goal. First challenge for Alan Kimball. Kimball brothers, 18 years old. It's Jim Tolmie. No problems for Mark Hazelwood, Charlton Athletic captain and player of the year. Neil McNabb making his 50th appearance for City today. Lee, one Kimball finds the other. Gary to Allen. May causing slight concern. Clements. It's a very nervous start by City. Lomax. Proved to be a very useful acquisition. He's here on loan from Oldham Athletic, having started his career here. And on this sort of afternoon, his experience could be vital in the absence of Reed and McCarthy. Good play by Tolmie. But it needed Clements to stretch. And Charlton making all the play, really, at the moment. On by Kerbishley. May. Kerbishley. Melrose. Referee allows play to go on. In the right position at the right time was Phillips, and he was given the ball. Simpson who provided the cross, and Phillips. Get off the field, says Billy McNeil to his spectators. An early goal is what they want, but they don't want their concentration destroyed by a pitch invasion. The game's about 90 minutes and the manager is furious with the reaction of the crowd and how right he is from all points of view. Simpson making the break on the left and Phillips was waiting in the middle, totally unmarked. And Phillips scores his 11th goal of the season. 9 of the previous 10 have been in winning matches. Simpson made the break on the left, but it was Phillips who was taking the eye because he was unmarked in the middle and he was given the ball and City had the lead. Phillips, Melrose, real chance for number 2. Good save by the youngster. Really did well because Jim Melrose was right in on him, stood his ground and got down very quickly. The shot, though, it has to be said, from Melrose's point of view, placed too close to the goalkeeper. Even so, the youngster did well. Harris, one of his former clubs, involved in this battle at the top, Leeds United. Oh, he didn't look me! Still with the opportunity. Oh, amazingly, Grit couldn't get it in. Brilliant cover on the post by Jeff Lomax. What a let-off for Manchester City. Jeff Lomax, who's only played a handful of games, but he was the saviour of his side then. Steve Gritt wanted to make too short. Hazelwood leaves it, Flanagan takes it. Jeff Lomax, in fact, only his 9th appearance, but he got over to cover the near post after the initial mistake had been made by Andy May, and Steve Gritt wanted to make so sure to poke it in and couldn't get it through the legs. McNabb. May, nicely killed. And used. This 18-year-old has already become quite a favourite, and that was a poor challenge. The referee had no alternative really other than to get the free kick, although Power had gone on to get possession. Kinsey. Corner. Challenged by Alan Kimball. It's easy when you can see the number. Corner coming right on the 15-minute mark. And May trying to get to it, and did! Spite of the efforts of the 17-year-old goalkeeper and the 18-year-old fullback, Andy May makes it 2-0 for Manchester City. Almost a veteran by comparison, but he's only 21. And again, Billy McNeil sees people coming onto the pitch. In fact, I think a total of 3. But City's total, the team, is 2 goals. Andy May's 3rd goal of the season, and how well he climbed, and he found the gap right in the top. Confirmation of the position. 2 goals towards the First Division. Kinsey. Paul Simpson involved in both goals, the cross from which Phillips scored and the corner from which May scored. Instant dispatch by McNabb. Power. And the referee wants words with Paul Fryer, who overstretched and caught Paul Power. But I think by both players a genuine attempt to get the ball, and Power was certainly living up to his name. And the City captain none the worse for the incident. Phillips. Simpson! Well, the pace and the angle of the ball was against him. And I think one could say then that the young goalkeeper was a little caught out. May. And City go off at half-time with their 2-0 lead intact. The first goal scored by David Phillips in the 6th minute, his 11th of the season. And Andy May climbing well to make it 2-0 with his 3rd of the season. And listen to the applause. The job is half done. Well, it's looking good for the home side. And people are able to listen to their transistor radios and not be concerned about the scores in the other matches. Some of the Charlton supporters have only just arrived after the problems outside Watford on the trains. You can tell them their side is 2 down. And Helmsworth has been much the busier of the 2 goalkeepers. Power. Flanagan for Robert Lee to chase. Darman. Charlton having the greater amount of possession. Flanagan. Lomax. Too tight for all nerves. I think he's feeling it a bit at the moment, Billy McNeil. Simpson wants it. Fryer very quickly to him. He needed the help of Hazelwood. But it's quite clear that the opposition have decided they've got to keep a closer watch on this fellow. May. They've given him a bit of room here, though. Morrows! That's the crucial one, surely. Ball hung in the air, but there was no challenge on Melrose as he made the header. Well, they won't admit it until the end, but inwardly they must feel that that is it. Gives them the breathing space that they needed. And as in the first half, the opening goal of the second half comes after a period of uncertainty by the home team. Jim Melrose, goal number 7. That's a lucky number for some. May. Simpson in the chase. That's 4. The 18-year-old delighted, but at this moment spares some sympathy for the young goalkeeper. He wasn't sure whether to come out and have a fly hack at the ball or whether it would travel into the area. It didn't. Simpson stole it, and Manchester City lead by 4-0. Nothing surely can stop them now. After 2 years in what for them is a wilderness of the second division. They cannot be there when United are in the first, that is absolutely for sure. And the Scotsman that they brought down from Celtic is taking them back where their supporters feel they belong. Good save by Williams. Shot came from Robert Lee. Keep going to the end is the shout from the man at the back. But you can hear what the crowd feel about it. All doubts have been swept away. Foul by Tolmy. 2 months ago, City led the second division by 6 points. And a sequence of just 2 points in 6 games, followed by a victory at Portsmouth. But then doubt again, held by Oldham here, lost at Notts County on Monday. But the scene has now changed and the skies are blue. Melrose to Simpson. 6 goals in 9 games. What a start for him. Phillips! Yes! Another spectacular effort. How well was that £65,000 spent from Plymouth? Oh, he's loving every minute of it now. Poor lad, he had no chance with that one. The moment that Phillips came forward, one would have put a fair bit of money on it that the ball was going into the corner. He scored some spectacular goals this season, including a couple which have won our Goal of the Month competition, and he really buried that one. And the memories go back to 1927 when they put 8 past Bradford City. But that wasn't enough. 5 for sure will be more than enough now. Dowman. Dowman, blue scarves all over the crowd, all round the ground. Grit's cross. What a difference from 2 years ago on the last day of the season. Luton came here and sent them down with a goal 4 minutes from time, but now they're going back up. Grits! Oh, and they're certain to go if that sort of chance is missed. Steve Dowman, the culprit. Would only in truth have been a consolation, but Darwin should have scored. Tommy. Hazelwood. Kimball. Lee. Good play by Robert Lee. Kerbishley. Oh! And he hit the post. Everything going Manchester City's way. They could have conceded 2 goals in the last 3 minutes. And they don't give a damn. Kimball, Gary Kimball. It's a useful cross. And it's turned in by Robert Lee. Alex Williams will be disappointed. Spoiled his clean sheet. But Charlton deserving of some consolation, which Robert Lee gives them. Takes his season's tally into double figures. Clements. There's a City encampment, and all the photographers are encamped in front of Billy McNeil. Once again, on the last day of the season, the opposition have scored a late goal, but this time it matters not a jot. City have 5 in the net and a place back in the First Division. It's all so casual and end of season-ish now. Oh, Phillips. Good save by Williams. Denying Gary Kimball. City are back in the First Division. Not surprisingly, there is a pitch invasion. The police had not a chance. Andy May goes off without his shirt. He won't mind that. Police horses on the field, but the crowd are being very good-natured, and I really think it's rather pointless trying to get them off. They've come to celebrate, not to cause problems. Paul Powers lost his shirt as well, and there are 1 or 2 faces of concern. And I don't think Andy May is in any hurry to get back to the dressing room. One of the scorers, Phillips the first, May the second, Melrose the third, Simpson the fourth, and Phillips the final goal. And the 2 years and the wilderness of the second division have come to an end.
Our congratulations to Manchester City on gaining promotion. They are the best supported team in the second division. Over 47,000 watched them today and have worked very hard to maintain that kind of following, linking with the community and promoting support through the Junior Blues. Certainly their youngsters David Phillips and Paul Simpson will not lack for First Division style come next August. And I'm sure City wouldn't begrudge a wish of better luck in the future to Lee Harmsworth, the young Charlton goalkeeper. Tony.
4 of the teams who could secure promotion from Division 2 on this last Saturday of the season won today, but goal difference gives Manchester City their place back in Division 1, along with Oxford, who become the first club to have won the 3rd and 2nd Division titles in successive seasons, and Birmingham, whose 1-0 win over Leeds was marred by rioting fans. Police made 125 arrests and 60 people were injured when a wall collapsed. Middlesbrough's 2-0 away win at Shrewsbury has confirmed their second division survival and left Notts County and Cardiff, who both lost away, to occupy the final relegation places along with Wolves. Millwall only needed a point to clinch promotion from Division 3, but they made certain, beating Plymouth 2-0 at the Den to climb above Hull into second place. Bradford City had already been presented with their championship trophy before the outbreak of that terrible fire. At the bottom, proud Preston are relegated to Division 4 for the first time in their history, despite a 1-0 away win at York. Orient's goalless draw against Bournemouth wasn't good enough to prevent them going down 2 with Cambridge, but Swansea's 3-2 defeat of Bristol Rovers keeps their hope alive. 1 point from their last match will relegate Burnley and save them. Tonight it looks as if Norman Hunter is set to become the next manager of Bristol Rovers. The former Leeds and England defender, now coach at West Brom, is talking to Rovers about their vacancy. The promotion places in Division 4 were already filled by Chesterfield, Blackpool, Bury and Darlington before today's matches, while Halifax, Stockport, Northampton and Torquay must apply for re-election next season. But Southend saved themselves from that indignity by winning 1-0 against Torquay.
Well, with the championship decided, the issue is still to be resolved in the First Division. Embrace those clubs with European ambitions and those with relegation fears. Thus, Southampton and Coventry City both desperately needed the 3 points at stake as they met at the Dell this afternoon. Watched by commentator John Motson.
Kenny Hibbett hopes to mark his 18th year in the professional game by helping maintain Coventry City's 18-year unbroken spell in the First Division. He's twice suffered relegation with Wolves in the last 3 seasons. Mick Mills, on the other hand, is hoping to end his First Division career by finishing in the top 6 for the 11th time in the last 13 years. That's a fitting testimony to his splendid career with Ipswich and Southampton, and by next season he may well have a manager's job. Mills will switch to left-back today, with Ivan Golak returning on the right. Central defenders Wright and Bond both passed late tests, but as a precaution, Mark Whitlock is named as substitute. Coventry recall David Bennett at number 7. He replaces Michael Ginn, and they must feel they're due a goal from number 9, Cyril Regis. He hasn't scored for over 5 months, but in his West Brom days, Regis always did well at the Dell, scoring here on 4 league visits in 5 seasons. In the centre there, the assistant manager here at Southampton, John Mortimer, who's going back to coach Benfica for the start of next season. Referee this afternoon is Mike Dimbleby from Stevenage. So Southampton in red and white, playing from left to right, knowing that if they win their last 2 matches, they play Liverpool here on Tuesday, they would definitely qualify for a place in next season's UEFA Cup. And Coventry in blue, their fate's also in their own hands, because if they were to win 4 of their last 5 matches, then they would avoid relegation irrespective of other results. Away by Holmes to Jordan. Forward by Case. Golak. Here's Adams for Coventry. George Lawrence. Golak, Holmes. Lawrence. Plenty in the centre here. Went back by Moran, he's found Mills. And here's Holmes and Moran. Past Bennett. Corner. And the two big fellows who were doubtful until this morning, Mark Wright and Kevin Bond, are both forward, almost on the line. Oh, and that's gone in off the defender. Stevens was the player who seemed to get his head to it. Jimmy Case took the corner, and the Coventry right back seemed to backhead that across the face of his own goal and into the far corner after 6 minutes play. Well, I would think that would have to be called an own goal, although Jimmy Case may try to lay claim to it. Certainly came off the head of Stevens. Was on by Gibson, not a bad ball either. This is Adams. Regis in the centre. Adams cross, and Regis sliding in, couldn't make contact. That was a good little ball from Terry Gibson, which put Adams on his way. Regis was the only possible target in the centre, and he couldn't quite reach the cross. That was Lawrence, and there goes Moran. He's in here, Steve Moran, and Grizovic got a hand to it, and it hit the post. I think Steve Grizovic takes some credit there. He seemed to just get a hand to that, and he made his own luck because the ball then came back off the post. Acrobatics from Case. Here's Butterworth. McGrath. Butterworth again. Hibbett. Pearce. And Charlton called into action, certainly in the way of saving a shot for the first time. Pearce was the player who saw his chance. Joe Jordan fouled. And young Butterworth, the England under-21 international, having his hands full here against the likes of Jordan, but coping fairly well so far. We'll see what he can do in the way of stopping Jordan from the free kick, because that's where it's going. And Jordan fouled the goalkeeper. It's an injury, I think, to Stevens that's worrying Coventry. I feel he may have just pulled something at the back of the left leg. So Michael Ginn will replace the injured Kirk Stevens for Coventry. With 10 minutes left in the first half. An unlucky day for Stevens. Well played by Gibson. He's looked Coventry's brightest performer this afternoon, but he got a knock on that last challenge. Meantime, it's David Bennett on the ball, with Butterworth going up outside him. That's Bennett's shot, and here's Regis, surely. Yes! Well, the end of a long, barren spell for Cyril Regis. Charlton could only parry, and Regis finished that with rather more confidence than he's been showing in recent matches, and just underlines what a happy hunting ground the Dell has been for him down the years. More to the point, it's given Coventry a foothold in this vital match. Only Regis' third goal since he joined Coventry, and his first since December the 1st. Over 5 months without scoring. How pleased he'll be to put that behind him. No striker likes to go through that sort of run, and he'll be the most relieved man in the Dell at the moment. When these teams met at Highfield Road back in December, there was a bizarre own goal by Peter Shilton from a corner which helped Coventry to win the match. Well, there was a strange own goal from Kirk Stevens at the other end this time, which put Southampton ahead, but then Cyril Regis came along with that timely equaliser to make the half-time score 1-1. Only 3 clubs have had a longer unbroken run in the First Division than Coventry's 18 years, Arsenal, Everton and Liverpool. Although it should be said that Coventry have escaped relegation by just 1 place on no fewer than 5 occasions in that period. And they're trying to escape again this year. Mills. Moran going down, nothing given. Bennett. Here's Regis, that's a good ball to Gibson. And here's Hibbett. Ginn is well forward, and here's Gibson. And no wonder Peter Shilton's been voted the Player of the Year down here at Southampton. He never lets his standard slip. Inactive for a long period here, Shilton, but that's exactly why he's regarded still by many people as the best in the world. When it came to the important moments, he was alert and alive to the danger. 3 to his left and 1 to his right here for Coventry. Now Ginn, Regis in the centre. Foul by Mills. Well, Butterworth has made his way forward again. Jordan has gone back to mark him. Regis is in there, and so is Pearce further over. Adams. And Gibson. Corner given. Adams surprising Peter Shilton a little bit there with the fierce shot into the other corner, but Shilton scrambled across and got it away. Just. Not right got his head to that. This is Bennett. Crowd of players there, and I think Regis the man penalised for shoving. That was quite an enterprising effort from the free kick by Mickey Adams. He proved there that you can surprise even the best goalkeepers. No mean effort. Golak is the player going off. And the man coming on is Mark Whitlock. I think Laurie McMenamin is thinking in taking off Golak and putting on Whitlock has been perhaps to give Nick Holmes a different role. He's now playing more on the left-hand side, aiming no doubt to get forward from the full-back position, and Mick Mills has switched across into his normal right-back spot. Jordan, and here's Armstrong, and can Moran get it in? Southampton 2-1 in front after 76 minutes. Steve Moran the scorer. He got a hat-trick against Coventry a year ago here in an 8-2 win. This match was nowhere near as easy for Southampton up to that point, but Moran, who got a hat-trick against Ipswich last Saturday, shows that he's back in form by scoring again and putting them 2-1 up. Just after Coventry had a very, very good 15 or 20 minutes when they must feel they should have gone ahead. Instead, they're behind for the second time. Here's Regis. Armstrong. Well, Coventry now back in a mood of desperation. Gibson. Jordan. Ran forward for Lawrence to chase. Up against McGrath. Corner. And Southampton seem to have woken up at just the right time from their point of view. And Wright got ahead to that. And that's got off the line. Joe Jordan, the unlucky player. Kenny Hibbett was the man who got it off the line. Could so easily have been 3-1. Jordan came in late, he got his header in, keeper beaten, but Kenny Hibbett makes a clearance which keeps Coventry alive in this match, and how vital that might prove. To a look at Charlton and feel that he's one of the reasons why they weren't in front before falling behind. Here's Wright, saw that early. Case. Peake took the throw quickly. Here's Adams, three in the middle waiting. Chance to cross it. Bond got it out for a corner. Well, we're moving into time being added on for stoppages. Kenny Hibbett anxious to get the corner taken. Pearce is there. It'll have to go back to Hibbett. Chilton's coming to meet Regis. Jordan's defending too. They're waiting for Pearce. There isn't long. And there goes Peake. But there goes the final whistle. And a disappointed Coventry City side who will look back on moments in the second half when they might have clinched that match, but instead they continue their fight against relegation. 4 games still to go, but not helped by this result. Although Regis scored towards the end of the first half, following Kirk Stevens' own goal and injury, it was Steve Moran who won the match for Southampton with his 18th goal of the season, and those 3 points keep them on course for a UEFA Cup place. An exciting second half, Coventry looking as if they might have got it, but in the end it was Southampton 2, Coventry 1.
Strange how it goes. At a point where Coventry were playing their best football, almost dominating the game, Southampton scored the winning goal. But with games in hand and West Ham and others struggling, there's still hope for the Sky Blues.
Indeed, the battle to avoid the last relegation place from Division 1 could last until June, and any one of 4 teams can still go down, along with Sunderland and Stoke. Today's defeat leaves Coventry with a 5-point gap to make up on West Ham, who also lost, but with the advantage of games in hand over Norwich, who took 1 point from a goalless draw with Newcastle. Ipswich looked the safest after winning at Sunderland. Everton's run of 28 games without defeat, which won them the championship, finally ended today when they lost 1-0 at Nottingham Forest. FA Cup opponents Manchester United won 3-1 at Queen's Park Rangers, while Spurs suffered their heaviest defeat of the season, beaten 5-1 at home by Watford. Today's win by Southampton and Chelsea's 1-0 victory at Stoke have lifted them above Arsenal in the battle for places in next season's UEFA Cup. There were only 3 score draws on the coupons today, but the dividend forecast is fairly good, with telephone claims requested for 19 points. The scoring draws are numbered on the coupon 11, 37 and 53, and the no-score draws are numbered 3, 23, 30, 36, 39, 49, 51 and 52, and I don't have enough.
Well, as it's the last league Saturday of the season, we thought you might enjoy a glimpse of the most special moments of triumphs mostly, but disappointment too, of goals and saves, of winners and losers. That league doesn't...
Oh, yes. Olsen, deflection, goal!
Oh, what a magnificent strike by Andy Gray.
Rush! 2 goals in a minute.
Phillips, oh, tremendous goal!
Brock, oh, what a smasher! What a good goal! Oh, yes! And the save!
And he's done it!
Kevin, oh, dear, I don't believe it. Oh, a poor penalty.
And Petron curls it! Yes!
Sheedy again, goes for the other side. Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! Must be Berardi. Oh, what a brilliant save!
And Harford. And it's Hill again. Good save by Southall. Oh, what a save! One of the great saves of the season, surely.
Oh, he's found Cannaville! Chelsea have done it! Mel Sterling against Nisbeski. Unbelievable!
Shannon, good tackle. Oh, and it's an own goal. Came off Chisholm. Oh, an opportunity spurned.
Harford's there. And here's Hill. Ricky Hill! He drove one. It's there! Sheedy curls it. Mountfield's there! And it's a goal! Right side coming in. He's got a chance here. Yes!
In on runner, and it's got to be, and it is.
He's there again! Oh, I say! Leeds cross Gray! What a fantastic goal!
Everton the champions, and they earned the title. And while Liverpool defend the European Cup against Juventus, Everton chase the treble in the Cup Winners' Cup on Wednesday and the Cup final at Wembley next Saturday, where Manchester United stand in their way. And we hope you'll join the BBC team, and our coverage begins at 11 o'clock in the morning. We end as we began, with with our thoughts going out to those who have relatives and friends killed or injured in today's tragedy. Good night.